Hello everybody, Joshua back here again with another video, and I'm here with another Suicide Squad speculation video. The last one I did was the Suicide Squad, what is Joker's role? Basically speculating on Joker's role in the entire Suicide Squad movie. Of course, if you've not seen it, definitely check it out. I'll probably have an annotation or some form of card on this video so you can go right to that video and speculate over there and then come back and speculate over here. But enough of the shameless plugs. Let's get into this speculation video, which is, of course, all about Cara Delevingne's, or Delevingne's, however you want to pronounce her names, Enchantress role in this movie. Now, when I rewatched the Suicide Squad multiple times, or at least a good dozen times a day, like I do with Batman v Superman 1, the great thing about it is that I get to speculate on what's really going on. I mean, like, the great thing about this specific footage we got is that it's not a trailer, it's a first look. So we get the overall gist of what this movie is, and we get to see the Suicide Squad, or Task Force X, do their thing. Obviously, the big thing that kind of points out and kind of stands out rather to me is the fact that Enchantress isn't really a part of the task force. She's not really a part of the squad. When you go back and watch that movie, she's not really ever with the actual squad. You know, she's never with the team. She's never really interacting with them. And she's not really, you know, around them at any times. There's not really any bit of footage. There's never, like, even when you go back and look at the set photos, the various set photos we got of this movie, there's not really ever a sequence where you see Enchantress with the actual rest of the Suicide Squad, which is really interesting. And it kind of like, recently Time magazine obviously had a time to, no pun intended, but interview, you know, Delevingne's experience with working with David Ayer and obviously working on Suicide Squad, because obviously whenever an actor is working on anything comic related, that's the number one thing anyone's going to ask them. And she talked about the process of auditioning for the role and how, you know, insanely, you know, intense it was to audition for David Ayer and all that kind of weirdness. But the interesting quote that kind of, you know, really freaking blows up in my face, that really opens my eyes, is the part in section where Delevingne actually states that she kills people in this movie. She kills people with her bare hands. Now, granted, the Suicide Squad are known for deviating from their missions, and they're obviously villains. They're bad guys. They're not really good guys. I mean, some of them are anti-heroes, depending on your personal, you know, story. But overall, they're bad guys. They're not really interesting to look at other than being evil. But Enchantress has never really been a part of the Suicide Squad. And from the comic book, she has superpowers. She has magical super abilities. She's kind of like from the supernatural side of, you know, the DC universe. So I got to thinking and kind of watching the metamorphosis of her character throughout the trailer. When you go back and she kind of, the movie kind of opens up with her. Like, you have Amanda Waller talking about, like, you know, obviously she's found the perfect bunch to do her special abilities. You know, some of these characters have special abilities and all that kind of various stuff. What if the overall mission that Amanda Waller wants the Suicide Squad to go in is all about Enchantress? What if Enchantress is actually the mission of the Suicide Squad movie? Now, of course, this all could be debunked and speculated. It's full-on speculation, and everything I'm about to say is bullshit. But what if it's true? I mean, like, go back and look at that footage, and just, like, Enchantress is never a part of the squad in the comic book. She's never really, you know, she's not really with another co-star throughout the movie. She's really on her own, and she's doing her own thing, and she's, like, there's these really creepy sequences with her where she's, like, you know, she's in a cave, she's looking for something, she's searching for something. She has really, you know, appalled kind of look on her face. Second, she's, like, in this black water, you know, swampy pool, you know, maybe a Swamp Thing reference. I find that very doubtful, but, you know, a boy can dream. But anyways, you know, she's obviously coming to, I guess, terms with her magical abilities, or maybe she's, maybe she's grasping these abilities and becoming the Enchantress. And then later on, you see her that she's in this room, probably belongs to, a family or whatever that the Suicide Squad hides out in or something, or maybe she hides out in or what have you. And then she's in her normal garb that we've seen in the photos. You know, the official photo for the Suicide Squad. How she, you know, intentionally looks in this movie. So my personal speculation going onward with this movie is that I personally think that Enchantress is actually the mission. Maybe Amanda Waller and the rest of the government know and aware of Enchantress's powers and abilities and want to use that to their advantage. I mean, Amanda Waller is known for that, you know, general Eiling, and allegedly as that guy who's talking to Amanda. People, fans have speculated that's actually General Eiling. I don't know. The guy kind of looks like him, but I don't know if that's actually him. That hasn't been confirmed, rather. But anyways, they're obviously discussing a mission. But what if the mission is Enchantress? What if, you know, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the Joker can still be the bad guy. I'm not saying Enchantress is the villain of this movie, but what if she's the Suicide Squad's mission? You know, there's various parts in this movie, in the footage, where you see, like, there's copters and various war machines in the sky, like, shooting down at the city. The Suicide Squad's on the city. There's obviously been this, you know, demolished, you know, sequences of various action and, you know, destruction in the specific city where the Suicide Squad's at. And we have seen those set photos of, like, those mulky kind of smoky, super disgusting looking creatures that kind of look like SWAT members. What if, let's say speculation, this is the plot of the story. The mission is Amanda Waller wants Enchantress. She's aware of her abilities and powers. She wants to use them. She creates the Suicide Squad to go out into the world and capture Enchantress and bring her back to Amanda Waller so she can use her for her own agenda. The Suicide Squad goes and finds her in this specific city. She doesn't want to go with them. She uses her magical abilities to essentially bring hellfire towards them. Destruction starts going down. Rick Flag comes in with his super SWAT team or whatever, and shit goes down. And the whole movie's just predicated on that. And then, of course, you have this other conflicting story of whatever the Joker's role in is, and however the Suicide Squad stays together. People start dying. You know, Harley Quinn's cracking jokes. You know, whatever the fuck she's doing. You know, Jai Courtney's being an asshole. Will Smith wants to save the world so he can, like, save his daughter or whatever. There's a whole bunch of interesting things on the sidelines. I understand that. But what if the main mission is obviously Enchantress? She could be the main mission of this movie, which is why we haven't really seen a lot of her in this one first look trailer, because what if she's the actual mission? She is the person Amanda Waller wants. She wants her ability, she wants her powers. That isn't that far-fetched, and, you know, Suicide Squad is the right group of people that Amanda Waller can use, because she's the boss, to freaking use for her agenda, which is to get Enchantress and use her abilities. That's, of course, all speculation. Everything I just said is bullshit. You don't have to believe me. But of course, that's why there's a comment section. In the comment section below, let me know what you personally think. I'm not saying that Enchantress or Cara Delevingne's freaking role is the villain in this movie. I'm just saying that what if she's the mission that Task Force X is on to use on. I don't even know what I just said even makes any sense. But what I'm personally trying to say is she's the mission, possibly. She has special abilities. We've seen that. And, you know, we haven't really seen her with the squad. I mean, look at every shot we have with the Suicide Squad, whether it be this trailer or even the set photos. She's never with the actual squad. And don't get me wrong, everything I could say is bullshit. Maybe she is with the squad and she's hanging out in the behind the scenes, you know, sidelines kind of shit. And we just haven't seen that yet. That could be perfectly, you know, speculated, but let me know in the comment section below. I personally think that Enchantress, because of her special abilities and powers, Amanda Waller wants her, which is why Suicide Squad is on the mission to find her and capture her. That's my personal speculation. Let me know what your personal speculation is for this movie in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already, and I hope you guys enjoy, and this has been Enchantress 12.